anyone curious, Gary and I had the wonderful opportunity of playing Erin Hills. Gary's got the hat on to prove it right there.
Class is so nice.
Here's sort of the quick rundown and how we ended up playing a top 100 golf course yesterday. Before it opens, we were the first official group playing on the course for the entire year. Wow. You want to talk about pure? Like not a ball mark, not a pitch mark, no divots, no nothing.
No divots in the fairways.
Nothing. And the fescue is like still like chopped down for the winter. So like we were playing on just this like beautiful, pristine, slightly easier than it should be.
Easier.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like knee-high terrain is what they usually have in the fescue. And like this was just this
was
beautiful. Like you could
like
find your
lawn
ball.
grass.
Yeah, the caddies, like walking by far with the guys I play with and the etiquette that was like we played honors. Everybody was instantly quiet when you stepped up to your pre-shot routine. The caddies found the ball. You're walking, just taking the course. It was just perfect day. Perfect.
Here's
course.
the setup.
Go on.
This is going to be the home of the 80th U.S. Women's Open.
When?
Okay. In like 3 weeks, give or take. I'm going to be covering the event. I get an email. They're like, hey, media preview day. We're inviting the media out to come out and play the golf course, get a look at it before a major.
I'm in.
Yeah. I'm like, a quick little like 2.5 hour drive. It sounds like I could be up for that. Never played Erin Hills, and I've wanted to. But the main thing that's held me back from playing is the fact that it's like $450 a round. So
$450?
Yeah, so I haven't had a chance to swing up there and whack
without
a few.
the caddy.
That's like
Does
10
that include the
Masters
caddy?
hats.
Probably not. Probably does not include caddy fees. It's usually separate.
Which is traditional walking at this course also.
How much is caddy fees usually?
It depends.
Never
I mean,
played one.
you're between, like at a good course, it's going to be between 100 and 200, depending, give or take.
You're talking about 600 bones to play one round?
Yeah, to just be a hack and slap it around.
I don't know about that.
I just
know.
realized Gary's wearing the hat.
Gary's wearing
Very
the hat.
good. We just pointed at it.
That's
6
awesome.
times.
See? Here's what I'm going to tell you. Holy shit. Dude, like, this does not feel like we are a 2.5 hour car ride from Flat here, Illinois.
No.
Like, unbelievable. I mean, the undulation on this golf course
Ding. Undulation.
is unbelievable. I mean, there's parts like in the fairway where you're heaving an uphill walk just mid fairway.
And before you even get there, there's this church called Holy Hill. And to me, it was Dracula's lair. But like, it just comes out of nowhere and it's this castle. And you see it from like numerous tee boxes. And it is wildly amazing.
Where's it at?
It is
Washington County, Wisconsin. About
That's
half
where it is.
hour northwest of Milwaukee.
like way out there. We passed some ski lifts like on the way there. Like, I mean, you're getting in the hills.
Nice.
And it's huge. Like a lot of the courses around here, they kind of like run back and forth and they fit like in this little square piece of property. And then there's like houses and streets and like, like a White Castle up the street. No, not this thing. It's like hundreds of acres. Like the holes just go like in every direction and you're gone. There was a point where like, they're like, hey, we're going to send a shuttle over to move you guys to the next hole. Cause from the tee box to where you are, it's just easier. Cause this course is huge.
Wow.
And you can
Huge.
see the whole thing. I felt like
It's
it was
all-
as big if not just a little smaller than Cog.
It's all open, right?
Because there's 4 courses and there's
It's
only
wide
one.
open. There's not a tree out there. So
No.
the wind gets blowing. So it's almost like akin to like a links style golf course where trees are not the hazard. It's long grasses, huge, ridiculous bunkers everywhere. Like there are like coming up to 18th hole. I'm looking at it. I'm just like, if I miss an inch in any direction, I am in these just treacherous bunkers. I mean, it was very fun and probably, I would say, up there with one of the most difficult golf courses I've ever played.
And
For reference, for my brain,
Yeah.
is this like the Bolingbrook Golf Club when we went for Live Chicago?
I would say there are some aspects, a lot less
Like
water,
open?
very open, way more hills. Like you're hitting off of like super cool, fun, high elevated tee boxes to like way down their greens or
That's awesome.
blind tee shots where the caddies, and I love this. They're like, okay, we're going to go on the hill. Just hit it over our heads. Just aim right at us. Just like, well, that's not usual where you just pick a couple of guys you don't really know and aim at them that didn't piss you off, but it was great. They're like, yeah, just we're going to stand on top of the hill. Just hit right over us.
That's awesome.
Nice. I'm like, okay.
what made
So
it,
who
like,
was Sorry, I was just gonna. Who was in your group?
So this was the great thing. The U.S. Open is put on by the USGA, the governing body of golf. They set the rules. They're a part of this golf ball rollback. They're like on the higher level of golf and the whole rules playing. And I got to play with the CEO of the USGA.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They're like, we were kind of reading through the list, looking through the names, and I'm like, oh, group 1A, and there's my name. And there was the guy who was just speaking, like, to welcome everybody here, the CEO of the entire USGA, and I'm in his group.
So it was just the two of you?
And then there was two other guys. And the other one was a DJ from the No Laying Up podcast, which I've listened to for years. Wonderful show. They've been around forever. They're kind of like the OGs in the golf podcast game.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun. It's always great. Like when you're hearing somebody talk and you're like, wait, I know your voice.
Yeah.
Well, let me close my eyes and say that again. Nice. And
nice.
this other guy, Rob, he was with the Wisconsin. I should have wrote it down. They're like sort of in Chicago, we have the CDGA, the Chicago District Golf Association.
Yeah.
They are sort of like you keep your handicap through them. They have a publication. A lot of tournaments go through them. Well, he was the Wisconsin version of that. Sort of, they organize big events, like the handicap system for the state and all that goes through it. So that guy he runs that entire organization. So it was kind of like a very fun foursome group. And then directly in front of us, the group for hole 2 was
Should I
Gary.
talk about my group?
Let us know who you had. 'Cause
I'm
Gary-
so excited.
Wait, I knew you played. I thought you were in his group.
So no, like we couldn't do it, which is fine. And
They picked the groups. They spread it out. Gary was in the separate group, but it was perfect because we got to meet more people. It was a lot of
that's
fun.
awesome.
Gary,
Dan's
good.
like,
Who's in your
I'm
group?
playing with the CEO, and I'm like, honestly, like I'd rather have you play with him and get to talk to him, and like I don't want to be a part. But then I get to play with the CCO,
COO.
no, Chief Commercial Officer.
Oh, I thought he was the chief operating officer. Oh, you had the CCO. Okay, got it.
So, basically
PGA?
JP of the
Of the
USGA,
USGA.
and he was also a 9-year commissioner of the LPGA. So, I mean, he puts on this wonderful event, and like he is without a doubt a stud at golf. We played honors, and I had honors for like 4 or 5 holes, but he had honors the whole day, and literally just wherever he hit, I'm like, oh, just follow that. And like replicated his swing, and it was just such a nice transition of like talking and also it was his best friend was the CEO, so they'd known each other 40 years, went to college together and stuff. I'm like, dude, it'd be awesome for you to be on the show, and he's like, that'd be great. And I got his number, and he birdied 4 holes, I birdied 3, didn't lose a ball. He shot 77, I shot 80, and the caddies on 18 said, this hole, you'll see a handful of people make it a birdie, and literally John hit it a little bit off to the right, like 260. Then he, hits up to like 167 and he pushed it to 4 feet, makes the birdie. And I'm like, man, John took that
He's
as
dialed.
That's awesome.
like, let's go. And I was like, that was sick. And we birdied every hole that, whatever.
So Dan, in your group, who would you say was the best golfer?
So here was a fun comment made by Mike, the CEO. He was like, guys, I got to be honest. He goes, I play in a ton of pro-ams. Usually every one of our events we put on, I'm in the pro-am, and they put a bunch of people with us. He goes, I also do tons of these media days. We do it for every single event we put on. He goes, this is without a doubt the best group of golfers that I have played with at any of these events to date. Like, he goes, huge compliment to you guys. He goes, but also like, thank you for me. Like, this is fun. Like, we are playing golf. We all just were like on. It was just a fun day. Like, I felt like I was playing like midsummer, like in my stride, like striking the ball. Of course, we all had like a couple misses. None of us are pros. You know what I mean? That's why we're out here playing the media day, not,
From 6,800, which is not that close, but,
So I honestly don't have, like, there was not like a clear, like, you took the cake. It was like, we'd all step up, bomb drives, and then walk 4 wide down the fairway, just talking. And then once we get to about the distance we all drove the ball, we'd fan out and get to our balls, hit again, and then group up and walk. It was just such great golf. It was so fun, such a cool time.
And when you putted, like I was draining putts. Because like you put online and you got the read from the caddy and you're like, really, I don't see that, but okay. And you trust it. And it goes in. You're like, dude, this is like John 2-putted from everywhere. Like literally everywhere. Off the green, 20 yards, up a hill, down to 1 foot. I'm like, dude, like it was fun to watch.
So you got to tell you a little insight into you're walking 4 wide down the fairway.
Yeah.
Like, what's the conversation like? I mean, you're with the CEO of the PGA, like,
Dude, it was fun.
USGA.
Like
of USGA.
of the USGA, not PGA.
You,
So, well, here's the funny thing.
All right.
You know, whenever I put together an outfit, you know, whatever golf outfit, it's always what do I want to wear? What's the weather? And then what's the hat that brings it all home?
Yeah.
And I felt like my blue PGA championship hat just was like fitting for my outfit. I just went with it. And of course, the PGA is sort of a competing organization to the USGA. The PGA Championship, which is 2 weeks out,
Yeah.
that's their major. The US Open, which is like 5 or 6 weeks out, that is the USGA's major. There's like the PGA Championship says we're the strongest field in golf. And the US Open says, well, we're the greatest test in golf. Like we're going to be the hardest challenge, you know? So they're always trying to like differentiate themselves. And so here I wear a PGA Championship hat
to the USGA.
The USGA event for the Women's US Open.
With the CEO.
And it was great. So we're walking up to the first tee and he goes, hey guys, since you're golfing with me, I always like to bring a little something for everybody. And he gave me this really cool ball marker, like a really nice USGA ball marker with like a mini ball marker on the inside that's like a magnet, like went right
Like
in.
a nice $40 ball marker.
Easily. And he was like, even though you're wearing a PGA hat. And it was my Valhalla hat. And all I said was, free Scotty. And he was like, oh my God, that was insane. So for that whole hole, we're just talking about like Scotty, like
Nice
the
deflect.
arrest. Like it was great. So it was just that. Like we all got to know each other. Like, so what'd you do? How'd you get into this, that? Like everybody's kind of sharing their stories, telling jokes.
Yeah.
It was just fun. Like I felt like we never got like deep in the weeds of like talking any like major business. It was just like getting to know each other and having fun and like making jokes and like always, and one of the most beautiful things about golf, like when it's all over, we're all like dapping each other up and like hugs, like we got to do this again. Like, and you know, like you go from the first tee where it's like, hi, how are you? Good to meet you. Good to meet you. To the end, like, oh, we're best friends now. Like, oh, come on. So it was great, man. There was nothing wildly spoke of, but just tons of just fun, getting to know each other, conversation, everybody sharing their stories and asking each other questions and talking golf, talking, you know, events they're looking forward to, events. It was even just fun hearing, the CEO talk about how, you know, some of his thoughts on some of the courses they're playing and what they're excited about, what they're not, like what they know are going to be really difficult courses to host at, but they're big feature events. And, you know, he talks about like, Oakmont, you know, he's like, so a lot of times the US Open will have to go to a course and really figure out how do we kind of turn the screws up on this? Like, where do we need to go out rough? Do we need to change bunkers? Do we need to maybe get the lip of this bunker higher? So if these guys are bailing out in this green side bunker, well, we can't make that an easy out. So how do we now kind of, you know, increase the difficulty on this? He goes, Oakmont, we do nothing.
Wow.
He goes, the challenge is Oakmont. We just make sure that everything is like nothing changed, no problems. We're all good here. He goes, but Oakmont is the challenge. And what's wild is that's where the US Open is going to be coming up in 5 or 6 weeks. That we played in Erin Hills, Wisconsin, Monday morning. They were doing the media preview for Oakmont Tuesday morning. So the guys were like, hey, are you guys at Oakmont tomorrow morning? Like, are you not? I'm like, it's in Pennsylvania. Yeah. Like, no, I'm not going to be at Oakmont tomorrow morning. Like, I got like a 3.5 hour drive home.
Well, your guy was like looking for my guy. And he's like, where's JP? Like, dude, he's like, we got a play to catch. I'm like, he's coming up. He's like, all right, good. He's like, how was your day? I'm like, it was awesome. All right, see you later.
Yeah, it was fun.
But then
like
caddies also like were so knowledgeable of the course. And like, my caddy was so cool. I kind of went into tiger mode instantly because I've never had a caddy, never walked a course like that. So I was just going to pretend like I was tired and walk up and like just enjoy the moment. And then like literally he's like, here, he had me with a driver with my tiger head cover on. He's like, now you're way more the part. I'll leave the head cover on for you. I'm like, dude, that's a good caddy. And I was like, if I have a question, I'll ask. But if not, I don't want to really know anything. And like, he was so cool about it.
It was a good time.
That's awesome. That sounds like a great time.
Yeah. I don't know when I'll be back at Erin Hills for a time like that again anytime soon.
So thank you, USGA.
Oh my God. The course was closed. We were the only ones out there. There was like
food was amazing.
6 or 7 groups. Oh, dude. I mean,
discounts on the hat.
Discounts on the hat.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, I know.